Hello there, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're delving into some fantastic idioms, words, and expressions from the English radio show, Power English. As always, I'm here to break down the language and help you understand these idioms and phrases in context. So, let's dive right in. 1. Have in mind. Our first expression is, have in mind. This phrase means to consider or intend to do something. It's like having a plan or idea in your thoughts. For example, if someone says, I have you in mind for the job, it means they are thinking about giving the job to you. Similarly, if someone has it in mind to leave the business to his daughter, it means they intend to do so. So, let me tell you what I have in mind for the annual gala. That means I'm going to share my thoughts and plans for the yearly event. 2. Take in something. Next up is, take in something. This phrase is all about appreciating something by viewing it. It means to watch or perceive something, such as a beautiful view, a work of art, or a scene, and really enjoy its visual or emotional qualities. For instance, if you wish you had enough time to take in every painting in the museum, you're expressing a desire to appreciate each piece. Or if you sat on the beach, watching the sunset, and took in the colors painting the sky, you're describing the act of savoring the vibrant hues of the setting sun. 3. Keep one's eyes on something, someone. Moving on to, keep one's eyes on something, someone. This expression means to watch something or someone carefully. It's about maintaining a continuous focus or attention on a specific object, person, or situation. For example, keep your eyes on the kids while they play, implies that you should be vigilant and watchful as the children play. Or, if you're in a crowded place, you need to keep your eyes on your belongings to prevent theft. It's all about staying aware and attentive. 4. Close up equals up close. Our next set of expressions, close up, and up close, are pretty similar. They both refer to being at a very short distance or in close proximity to something or someone. These phrases are often used to describe a near, intimate, or detailed view or examination of an object or subject. For instance, you might have to look at the painting close up to truly appreciate its details. Or if you had the opportunity to see the wildlife up close during your safari, it was an amazing experience. So, whether it's a painting or wildlife, getting up close lets you see the finer details. 5. Therapeutic. And finally, we have the word therapeutic. This word means producing good effects on your body or mind. It's often used to describe activities or treatments that have a positive impact on your well-being. For example, practicing yoga can have therapeutic benefits for both your body and mind. Similarly, gardening can be very therapeutic, helping you relax and find a sense of peace. So there you have it, some fantastic expressions from Power English. I hope you found this breakdown helpful in understanding the language. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.
Word. Thank you so much for joining us. Mm-hmm. It's always nice to have new listeners.
Yes.
So if you're coming and joining us for the first time, welcome.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're so glad you're here.
Yeah. And if this program seems a little difficult for you, you're not alone.
No.
You want to sing the Michael Jackson song?
You are not alone.
Yeah, that's right. But we will do our best to make it fun.
Yes.
And I suggest that if it is difficult, to get yourself the book.
It's so much easier with the book. You know when you're watching a movie?
Yeah.
And you have the subtitles?
What a difference.
So even English movies.
Oh, yeah.
I watch with the subtitles.
Sure.
Because I don't have to concentrate on the speaking as much.
Isn't it true? And sometimes you can't, especially UK, English movies, sometimes you don't Like there are certain accents that I have a hard time understanding, or Scottish accents.
Even Boston.
Boston.
I'm from America, and like a Boston accent.
That is true.
Woo!
Yeah. All right. So remember, you are not alone. Okay. Hiking in autumn.
Yeah.
It's a great season to hike.
It is.
Before it gets too cold.
Before it gets too cold. The weather's usually good.
That's right. Now, if you take in the beauty, take in something, what are you doing?
You're admiring it. You're valuing it. You're often looking at something and saying, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Here are two other expressions that we're going to cover. Have in mind is our first one.
It's when you're considering something or what you're thinking about.
Okay. Keep your eyes on something or someone.
That means you're watching them. Something's happening.
Keeping my eye on you.
You're watching.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and listen to our dialogue.
Deidre, are you busy this weekend?
I'm not really sure yet. What do you have in mind?
I was thinking we could drive through the countryside and look at the beautiful autumn leaves.
I've got a better idea. Let's go for a hike near Baker Mountain and take in the beauty up close.
You're right. That does sound better. I can look at the autumn leaves instead of keeping my eyes on the road.
And you'll find it very therapeutic, too.
Okay, so let's take a look. Marcel says, Deidre, are you busy this weekend? And Deidre says, I'm not really sure yet. Okay. And, you know, I really do like the way she responds. It's like, you could say, I don't know. Or, I don't know, maybe. But I'm not really sure yet.
Yeah.
It's kind of a long way of saying, I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is one way of responding. What do you have in mind?
Yes.
Okay. So what does this mean? To have something in mind.
Right. So to have something in mind means to think about something, to consider something. But it's often what you're thinking while you do something or while you ask something. So Marcel said, are you busy this weekend? And Deidre is saying, why are you asking? Essentially.
Yeah.
Why? You know, it's not like, are you busy this weekend? He's not wanting, yes, I am busy. No, I am not busy. Marcel is probably going to ask her to do something together.
Yeah.
So she's saying, okay, you asked the question. What are you thinking?
What are you thinking?
While you ask that question.
Right. So the direct question would be, why?
Why are you asking?
Why are you asking?
Yeah.
It's a little too direct. So a more formal way of asking is, what do you have in mind?
Right.
Yeah. What is it that you're thinking?
Yeah.
It does sound nicer.
Yeah.
What does Marcel say?
I was thinking we could drive through the countryside and look at the beautiful autumn leaves.
Okay. So yeah, drive through the countryside and look at the beautiful autumn leaves. I mean, that's beautiful. But I think that in Korea, there are trees and autumn leaves everywhere. But it is nice. I remember living in Hadong, and this was a great time to take a little drive.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you live in a forested area, a place with a lot of forest, it's the autumn is always a great time to see the yellows and the reds.
Agreed. And then Deidre says, I've got a better idea. Let's go for a hike near Baker Mountain and take in the beauty up close. Our power pattern today is, I've got a better idea.
Yes.
It almost sounds like just a complete sentence.
Yes.
I've got a better idea. But always, after I've got a better idea, you have to tell your idea.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't stop there. The conversation does not end with, I've got a better idea.
Finished.
No, you have to continue. You have to say what the idea is.
Yeah.
And in this case, it's hiking. But we might want to highlight that this phrase can be neutral and friendly.
Yeah.
And if you use it incorrectly, it could be a little rude.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't like your idea.
Right.
I've got a better idea.
I've got a better idea. Listen to my idea.
Listen to my idea because your idea is terrible.
Right.
That is not how Deidre is using it here.
Right.
She's just saying like, you know what would be even better?
Yeah.
She's trying to
this?
show her excitement.
Right.
Say like, your idea is good, but what about this?
Yeah.
That is why she's saying, I've got a better idea.
Right.
She's not shooting down. She's not denying Marcel's idea, but she's saying, ooh, why don't we kind of level up the idea?
Okay.
A little bit.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right. So if you take in the beauty, like you had mentioned earlier,
Yes.
it means to really enjoy, fully appreciate the beauty.
Yeah.
Right? It's like taking it in means like it's almost like as you take in oxygen.
Yeah.
It's that idea of just like sucking it in
Yeah.
and just fully like enjoying.
Yes. And the enjoying here is not necessarily like, this is so much fun.
Yeah.
It can be, but it's like you're really trying to appreciate whatever you're saying. So in Korean, it might be really close to like 감상.
하는 거.
Like when you look at the moon and you're like, wow, it's so beautiful. And you take in the beauty of the moon.
Right.
Those types of things.
Right.
Where, take in, I don't know, enjoy something could be much more like enjoying a good movie.
Right.
Sort of thing.
Right. And more of kind of an interactive sort of thing, Marcel says what?
You're right. That does sound better. I can look at the autumn leaves instead of keeping my eyes on the road.
Okay. So if you keep your eyes on the road, it means you're looking at the road.
Yeah.
But what does it really mean to keep your eyes on something?
If you're keeping your eyes on something, you're watching or looking at something very focused.
Yeah.
Very intently.
Right.
If you're driving, you have to look at the road.
Yeah.
And not just casually like, No, you need to stay in between the lines, make sure you're going the correct speed, make sure a cat doesn't run out in front of you. You have to really focus on the road.
Right.
So you're keeping your eyes on the road.
Right. So oftentimes when we have babies or toddlers, we often say, oh, could you keep an eye on, Jimmy?
Yeah.
He's 2 years old, running around.
Running around everywhere.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So it's not just to look, but it's to really kind of concentrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or let's say you're in an airport.
Yeah.
And you need to use the restroom.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't want to take your bag into the restroom. Hey, could you keep an eye on my bag?
Right.
I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom.
Right.
Please watch my bag while I'm away.
Carefully. Yes. And Deidre says, and you'll find it very therapeutic. So this word therapeutic is our power vocab.
Yes.
It's THERAPEUTIC, therapeutic.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the word therapy.
Right. It is related, and it can be used very similarly. So maybe you go to the hospital or the clinic, and you get some things done to you that are therapeutic.
Yes.
Like a massage or something.
Right.
However, it can also be used in a way that I think many Koreans would use the word healing.
Yes.
Which is healing in this case is a little bit of Konglish.
Yeah.
But therapeutic, you're just going into the nature and you're just, I feel so good and nice and relaxed and refreshed.
And that is the word therapeutic.
Therapeutic.
Right.
In this case, therapeutic and healing would have a similar meaning.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and listen to that one more time.
Deidre, are you busy this weekend?
I'm not really sure yet. What do you have in mind?
I was thinking we could drive through the countryside and look at the beautiful autumn leaves.
I've got a better idea. Let's go for a hike near Baker Mountain and take in the beauty up close.
You're right. That does sound better. I can look at the autumn leaves instead of keeping my eyes on the road.
And you'll find it very therapeutic, too.
Okay, it's time for Power Note. Let's do a quick review. Have something in mind is like, what are you thinking? What are you considering?
Yeah.
What do you intend to do? Right? I like to renovate my house to make it more modern.
I'd love to help you with it. What do you have in mind?
Yeah.
What is your idea?
What is your idea?
You know, you don't say something, I want to renovate my house. You don't usually say that without an idea already.
That's right.
You're already thinking about something.
So, what are you thinking about? What do you have in mind? What are your thoughts?
Yes.
Let me tell you what I have in mind for the annual gala.
What's your idea for the gala?
Right.
How are you going to set the tables and the decoration?
Right. So it is a little bit different from just simply, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
Because thinking could be many things. But you have some ideas.
Yes.
Okay. You have some plan.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you have in mind?
Yes.
That's what it's asking.
Right, right. So this is often used when you're buying something. Maybe you're buying a car or clothes. Maybe you walk into the store. Hi, I'd like to buy a sweater. Oh, sure. What did you have in mind?
Yes.
You don't just want any sweater.
That's right.
There's probably a type of sweater that you
are
want.
thinking, yeah.
What kind of sweater are you thinking about?
Right.
What do you have in mind?
That's right. That's why the sales clerk will ask you, oh, I want to buy like kind of a nightgown. Not a nightgown. An evening dress.
Yeah.
Or like a dress.
Oh, what'd you have in mind? What kind of dress?
Well, I just want like a casual dress, for day.
What about a color?
Color, like more floral prints.
Ah, okay. Yeah, we've got some stuff. Follow me.
Yeah. There you go.
So
right?
that would be a way of using have in mind. Or you might say, hey, do you want to do something fun this weekend?
Yeah, what do you have in mind?
Oh, well, there is this like new exhibit that the art museum is putting on.
Oh, really?
I thought we could do that.
Oh.
Then go get some gelato.
Oh, gelato I would like.
Yeah, you want some gelato.
Maybe we can skip the museum.
Skip the museum?
And go right to the
Go to the gelato? Okay, sounds good.
Okay, all right. So that's kind of like how we would use, like, what do you have in mind? Oh, let's go out to eat. That's a very, very kind of like clear statement.
Yeah.
Let's go out to eat.
Oh, what do you have in mind?
What do you have in mind? Yeah, right. There you go. Take in something means to appreciate something by looking at it.
Yes.
I can't believe I'm on top of Mount Kilimanjaro.
We've got about an hour to take in the view. Then we have to start hiking back down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is often used when you go to these sort of natural, beautiful landscapes like mountains, Grand Canyons, national parks, and you take in the view. Right?
Yeah.
You look at it and you appreciate nature. I wish I had enough time to take in every painting in the museum.
Yeah, when you go to a museum, you often stand in front of the painting and look at it.
Yeah.
But you don't have a lot of time.
You don't.
I went in New York, do you know the MoMA?
Of course.
Museum of Modern Art?
Modern Art, yeah.
I was only there for like 30 minutes.
Oh, that's a short time.
It was so short. I saw Van Gogh, Monet, like...
the big ones.
Pollock, all of those. Like, choo. I had no time to take it in. It was such a pity.
Well, that's the thing about museums. It's kind of like you have to decide. There's no way, like you go to the Louvre in Paris and see that museum, all of it. But the ones that you do want to see or areas that you do want to see, you might want to take in some of the ones. But, I don't know that much about art. So, I don't know.
Yeah, every time I've had like a guide at a museum, it's been so much better. When they explain it, it's so much easier to take it in.
That's right. I agree.
And enjoy and really understand what's happening.
Totally. Okay, so to take it in. Keep your eye on something or someone means to watch something or someone carefully.
Yeah, something bad might happen.
Yeah.
So you have to watch it closely.
That's right. Okay, what can I do to help?
You can keep your eyes on the soup while I make the salad. Yeah, soup is boiling.
Right, that's the thing. What do you mean, keep your eyes on the soup?
So the soup is boiling. You want to make sure. Sometimes soup will boil over. So it'll go, it's always a mess.
It's true.
So you want to stir it enough so it's not burning.
Right.
All of those things. Make sure that the soup does not do.
That's right.
Bad, yeah.
Or keep an eye on the stir fry or else it'll burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Keep your eyes on the kids while they play. Timmy likes to wander off sometimes. If you don't keep an eye on your kids, or your kid or kids for 2 minutes.
They will disappear.
They will disappear.
It's so true.
It's a blink of an eye. Because people may wonder, like, how do you lose your kid, in the store? Like, very easily.
Yeah.
Very easily.
Yeah.
So, that's very important to keep your eyes on. So keep your eyes on the kids, keep your eyes on the, soup when you're cooking.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes on what else?
You can keep your eyes on the clock. So let's say you have a time limit. Okay, keep your eyes on the clock. We have to leave at 5.
Yeah.
We cannot go past 5, so keep your eyes on the clock.
Yeah. That's what we do when we have exams.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you have to look at that clock.
Yeah, if you have an hour for one section.
Yeah.
And you've got to make sure that we say time management, right?
Yeah.
You have to make sure that your time management is good.
Yeah.
So you're keeping your eyes on the clock.
Right.
It's not that the clock is going to run away.
Yeah.
But you're just making sure carefully that you are following the time schedule you have.
That's right. Okay. Our power pattern today is, I've got a better idea. So it's kind of like, this is exciting, but I have like a really good idea.
Yeah.
I've got a better idea. Let's go to the movies and see the new action film.
Good idea.
Yeah.
I've got a better idea. Trade in your car for something smaller and save the extra money. Yeah.
So you're trying to be helpful. You're trying to be like, offer a better suggestion. Okay. Our power vocab, the word therapeutic.
Yes.
And this word can be used like healing, which is actually kind of Konglish, the way Korean people use healing. Everything is healing, but it's really could be said it's therapeutic.
Yes.
Okay. All right, do check out the definition on page 18, and let's thank our sponsor.
한국토익위원회에서 취업과 승진을 위한 토익 스피킹 응시권